What's going on YouTube? This is Supreme King back here with another video. I want to make this quick. It's sort of a hype video just as a fan for God of War Ragnarok. This isn't God of War Ragnarok, this is the 2018 game, but I'm hyped for it. It is a game I'm probably going to get day one. I'm really hyped for it. I know everybody's really hyped for it. There's a video I put out a while back that's still getting views to this day, and I thank y'all for it. For watching that and checking out my channel. But God of War is such a huge franchise for PlayStation, for the fans. Kratos, an original character, you know, thrown kind of in the Hercules spot in a way. His own story has been so revolutionary overall for the PlayStation brand, for the God of War brand, Santa Monica. I know this probably isn't the last chapter, but I think they said it was going to be the last thing in Norse mythology with their Thor and the hammer and Loki with Atreus, and I'm just excited to see what they do with it. I'm really hoping that they don't, you know, make Atreus overshadow Kratos, you know. I definitely hope we don't get a Last of Us 2 type situation. I really don't think it's gonna happen, but this is still gonna be one of the biggest games this year outside of, yes, Elden Ring. You know, just for a fan of the franchise, and you know, after it's all said and done, I'm hoping this game is one of the games that's going to be better than the original trilogy. I hold the original trilogy so high to me. The battle with Zeus was such a huge deal to me, especially in God of War 3. Kratos was such a savage. And yes, going from God of War 3 to God of War 2018, he was heavily, you know, watered down. He was older. He was sick of his past life. He tried to erase it out of his head a little bit. He was moving forward with, you know, his new life with his son. And I kind of understand it. But then, you know, as a fan, you're like, you really still want savage Kratos. But older man Kratos sort of like, you know, grew on me a little bit. It reminds me of like maybe Eminem or Undertaker or something, where it's just like, yeah, they're not as crazy as they used to be or as big and bad as they used to be, but it's just like, that's a natural progression, you know what I mean? I understand it, even though if I don't want it like that much, I understand it just as a storyline perspective, because it's like, he couldn't have been that savage forever. He would have had to have some changes happen to him. You know, Kratos is actually here living with his son, and they're going through their drama and their story and their journey, you know, as Loki is becoming more of a teenager now. And, you know, Kratos, he, you know, loves his kid, and he didn't slaughter his kid like his first, you know, wife and daughter, I believe, because of Ares and everything. You know, he's now past that point, and he's not influenced by another god. He basically killed almost all of them, right? And so he's in a whole nother, you know, ball game right now. And you got, you know, the head Valkyrie hunting him down because he killed his, you know, his son in the other game. Spoilers, I guess, but you shouldn't be watching this if you ain't played the other game. Go play the other game first, right? It's gonna be one big long game, basically. I think that's what they said. It's like, that one's part one, this is part two. It's just ongoing, and I'm here for it because this really is one of the biggest games. Just like my other video, God of War versus Elden Ring, I don't know if this is gonna top it, but it definitely has all the hype in the world. I'm very much here for it. I cannot wait to play it. I really think it's going to be probably the game of the year. If it is second, it's only going to be second to Elden Ring, and I can respect it, I understand it, but you know, these are two of the biggest games here. I want to see what happens with Kratos. I really hope he's not just completely replaced with Atreus. I don't know if that's what they're going with it. I also have a feeling Atreus is probably going to be the one who wields the Thor hammer. I think Thor is probably going to get wiped out pretty early, even though he was teased throughout the whole first game. I think he's going to get wiped out pretty early, but it would make sense if Atreus can, you know, wield Mjolnir. You know, I don't know if the same, like, if he needs to be worthy thing is, you know, like a part of this, but if I just looked at the MCU for a second, I mean, it seemed like everyone had the ability within Thor's family to hold Mjolnir. You know, his sister basically destroyed it, right? I don't know. I mean, I know that's not connected, but to me, it kind of makes sense if Atreus somehow has the ability to wield it. If Kratos could wield it, it would seem so crazy, because it's like, how is that dude worthy? But whatever. whatever. I really can't wait to see how that works. I heard already from the reviews and everything that they definitely made improvements on the game. One of my only complaints about it was just, was it going to be as repetitive as it was with like all the bosses and stuff? The one thing with the big log that was just like fire then ice then just regular or whatever, he was just there too many times, right? I heard they have a lot more enemies here, a lot more variety of enemies, so that was my biggest like thing that I was complaining about. And if they're fixing that and they're addressing that, this game's probably going to be a 10 out of 10. So I'm very happy about it being released and not pushed back into 2023. Almost everything is pushed back in 2023, which leads into my next video that's going to be mostly about Xbox. But other than that, stick around here if you want to hear about that. Leave a like on this video. That's all I got for you here. I will be releasing a little bit more content this week, like the Xbox video I said I was going to talk about. And yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I will catch you on the next video. Peace.